Morning everybody, how are you? Beautiful morning, eh? You want to see the cloud formation? It's bizarre. It's quite addictive just watching it and the way it is. Anyway, okay. Let's 20 essential habits of highly successful people or highly passionate people, and we'll talk about this a bit more as we go along. So yesterday we spoke about, what are highly, let's have a wee recap. Highly passionate people, really, you know they're not just lucky. We've spoken about this before. Good morning, Louise. They share common characteristics. They work hard, they rely on their intuition and persevere. There's nothing special required to do this, and they're not gifted, and they don't need permission to do anything. They just follow what makes them come to life. Morning, Andrea. Morning, Anne-Marie. The only thing holding them back, really, and we've clarified this again, are the stories that they tell themselves and the stories that they've been told all their life. And yesterday we spoke about single-mindedness, growth-orientated, selective, and excitement, and non-perfectionist. So let's talk about the 4 next habits of highly passionate people have, and how you can mimic this to help you become successful in anything you do. So one of the key things is to prioritise. Prioritisation goes hand in hand with being selective, really. No one has the time, really, to do anything. Your to-do list will always be full. This means you have to prioritise what's important to you. If you don't, your fate will be to react to everything that happens until you burn out. You just become completely reactionary. So reacting to life means living a life based on other people's actions. So in other words, when somebody does something, you react to it, and that's all you do, is you sit and wait for it. That's why I talk about the expression, some people watch it happen, some people make it happen, some people wonder what the heck happened. I like to think I'll make it happen on my terms. So let go of the things that aren't important to you. You have to say no at some point in time to people and to projects, and most of your own ideas. You have to put that on the back burner. I call it the shiny penny. It's almost like when you're walking along the road and you know where you're going and you're focused on that. And then all of a sudden at the corner of your eye you see a wee shiny penny lying on the pavement and you think, oh, and you go over to pick it up. Is that not like life itself? And the fact that you know where you're going and all of a sudden you get distracted. How many times you go into social media or you go in to look at something and you get totally drawn off on something else and you think to yourself, what did I go to look for in the first place? That's the shiny penny. Complete distraction. So you need to stay focused and you need to say no to some things. No matter how much you have on your plate, I know one thing. You can always take one step toward what makes you come alive. Morning, Jimmy. It's maybe a tiny step, a baby step, but it's always there. Always. So be self-motivated. The definition of self-motivated is motivated to do or achieve something because of one's own enthusiasm or interest, without needing pressure from others. In other words, you get out and do it. You're just driven. I mean, I love what I do. It doesn't mean I don't struggle. I sometimes doubt my ability to write, record vlogs, create meaningful content. I still have fears and demons to battle, like anyone else. Morning, David. I often watch a film instead of writing this. But also, I know that doing this is what truly fulfills me. Watching a film is really easy. It's so simple just to get distracted. But it's just a film and it's long forgotten. It feels like unfulfilled potential, if that makes sense. I always think I was put on this planet to do the right thing and to help other people. And for me, that's probably my calling. This connection to what I feel called to do on a deep level is what motivates me. And that's why you're self-motivated. So the next one is acceptance. Passionate people work with what they have. And really they accept what they have. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity. Acceptance is an inner state of non-resistance. In other words, you just accept how it is and that's the circumstances. that you're dealt. It's the hand you're dealt. Somebody, oh, it's no fair. Oh, woe is me. It's no fair. How am I getting this and how am I getting that? Listen, it's the hand you've been dealt. Just play it and see it out. You can't change it. I vow to accept the things I can't change and change the things I can. Acceptance. There you go. So acceptance is an inner state of non-resistance. We often resist life like anything else. But the longer we live, the more we align with the reality of the situation. Morning, Craig. We see what we want and what life wants for us are often two different things. I've also noticed that what life wants is better for me than what I want for myself. This is about following your dream. This is about in 40 years' time when you eventually retire from a job that you were only starting 6 months and you think, how on earth did I get here? What did I do? I've seen that before where people said, oh, I was only here for 6 months. So I've grown to trust life and accept what it brings. If an obstacle stands in my way, I'll do what I can to overcome it or get round it. But if I'm truly stuck, I'll ask for help from someone or from life or from my intuition. No one can truly tell you what you can do. I can't give you a plan because life and living is a passion and life is unique to you, which means you have to learn to listen to that inner voice. This is the only way you get to live the life you were born to live. Morning, Bridget. So generosity. Service to others is really service to yourself. For most of us, we lose track of where we're going, and often find fulfillment in serving others. Generosity flows naturally. There are boundaries, of course, but the underlying pull to be of service here, and that's it. Perhaps this comes from discovering that helping others makes us feel better than actually helping ourselves. I think I came to this realization that helping myself first was important though. Sometimes you have to help yourself first in order to help others. It doesn't matter where you begin because it always comes back round full circle. And there's another phrase finally I always remember, which kind of goes along the same lines. It goes like this: you can't love someone else if you don't learn to love yourself first. Practice acceptance and you'll live a life of fulfillment. And remember, don't forget to like and share this post with other people because you never know who it could help. And I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30.